Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. On play action, love to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. To throw now, here's Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Love. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Throw left side complete. That's Glover. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's brought down.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Church. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Church. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Church. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We're usually talking about does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Church, room to run past midfield, and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Love. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, Burrell finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Glover. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down now, Burrell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, Love to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Burke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On first and 10, Love. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Love. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Love. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Church. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on second down, Church. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Love. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, going to the air with Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Love looking to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To the air again, Love. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Franklin. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. Church. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Burrell, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. On first down, Burrell, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Now Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. And to give this time to the tailback. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Burrell, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Love now to pass on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. A little juke. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Running right, this is Freeman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.